to this week's episode of Sunday Spin. I'm Laura, here with Terry as always, and this is where we take a couple of minutes to let you guys know what we're listening to. Really quick, before we do that, Terry is our Punks Bunny this week. We have a special going on for Camp Punksylvania. You can use code PunksBunny, PUNXBUNNY, right now until tomorrow night at midnight for 20% off all your passes and add-ons for camp. So go to camppunksylvania.com and buy your tickets. Tell your friends. Terry, what are we spinning this week?
So I'm still sticking to Germany. I guess maybe Europe's gone the bug. Maybe I want to travel. I don't really know. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. I am going with Heathcliff. They're with Spam. They're with Pumpkin Disorderly Records. They released an album in January called Stay Posi. They're skatecore, but they blend a little bit of hardcore, and they also have some reggae and some metal. And it's very cool. So when they open up their album, which is me, myself, and I are two sometimes, it opens up with this really cool beginner riff. And I'm almost thinking that maybe they're going to do this album like front to back at the concert, because how I picture it in my head, because I always do, is somebody, their guitarist, their bassist, their drummer just sitting there, and it's got like this cool little reggae beat we started off with. And when I actually listened to it, I was like, I thought I was getting skate punk, but whatever, let it go. And then this really beautiful guitar riff, and it almost sounds like Metallica from like the late 80s, early 90s, kind of like that one album. It's just really pretty, and it kind of gets you grooving, and it moves and shit like that, and then you're like, all right, you don't really know where the song is going, and then just freaking out of nowhere, it's just like, bam, skate punk, just right full. I absolutely loved it. The whole song continues on really fast afterwards, which rolls into its next album, the next song, which actually, it was my favorite song only because it was so personal to me. Like, it just invoked all emotions, and the song was called BFF. It's about having the shittiest of BFFs, and I don't know if you've been there, but I've definitely been there, and it sucked, and just that toxicity and that crap that goes on with it, and letting go of that person, and just, making your life just completely better, and just the build up of everything, and just lyrically nailed it. You guys just nailed it. You guys knew exactly what I've been like thinking and saying for a really long time, so bravo to that. I absolutely loved it. The rest of the album's really great. Make sure you guys go pick it up. They're streaming everywhere. So it's Heathcliff, Stay Posi, Spam, and Pumpkin Disorderly Records. Laura, who are you spinning this week?
Naturally, and like I said, from now till further notice, you guys are going to be getting camp bands from me. I'm spinning one of my favorites, the Filthy Lowdown out of Pittsburgh. I absolutely love these guys. Terry and I have a soft spot for them in our hearts. They're our good friends. I've been listening to Accidente. It's their 2018 release on No Pants Records, and it is fantastic. These guys are weird. They really are. I don't really know what genre to kind of stick them in. They're kind of, I don't want to say skate punk. They're metal. They've got a little hardcore there. It's fantastic. If you like dwarves, you're going to love these guys. Abe's voice reminds me a lot of Black. Their style is also very similar. They're fun as hell. They're a little offensive. They're loud. They're talented. So to get right into it, it starts off with like a little voiceover with Bill O'Reilly, and it's pretty funny. But it rolls into a song called Mischief, and it has this like really rock and roll guitar feel in the beginning, but it immediately gets like kind of gritty, and Abe lets out this like growl. And it just takes right over. You're like, oh my goodness. And it rolls into a song called 308. And again, it's super anthemic. It adds to this build up. There's this chunky bass line in that song right before the breakdown. And I cannot get enough of it. It's so great. And I love the drums in 308 too. But my favorite tracks on this, I could go on and on because this album is long. It's like 45 minutes long. So if you do want to see Terry and I break it down, you can actually watch our Sound the Alarm album with the band. But my favorite tracks on this are going to be Tijuana Chronicles, and it rolls right into Somebody Hit Somebody. But this, like I said, if you like dwarves, this is where this band really got me. It tells this wild story, and I don't want to ruin it for you, so just go listen to it, go check it out. But they roll so beautifully together. The music in Tijuana Chronicles with Abe's vocals and the storyline are really great. And when it turns into somebody hit somebody, that is what you want to do. You want to hit somebody, especially if you listen to Tijuana Chronicles too. That's the feel-good song on the record. These guys are super talented. They've got a ton of crazy talent, each of them too. You can hear it in the drums. You can hear that Dave's a professional. You can hear it in that guitar as well. They're super talented. They are working on new stuff. I cannot wait to hear it, and I can't wait to see them grace our stage at Camp Punksylvania. Make sure you guys go get tickets because you are not going to want to miss them. Terry, who are you shouting out this week?
Couple things about these guys is that they recorded Tijuana Chronicles without a metronome. And if you really want to know why that's so important, you have to make sure you see a sound the alarm. My favorite song is Punch and Roll. I just fucking love it.
It's so good. There's so many good ones on that whole album. It's hard to kind of like to choose, you know? And we went over that when we did our episode with them, but it really is a ripper. If you guys have 45 minutes and you want to headbang in your kitchen, throw that fucker on.
All right, so my pick for this week is Sklubby out of Long Island. They came out with a 3-song EP. Their latest song, Do As You're Told, just came out this past March. It is pretty awesome. I like the fact the song is about the lead singer getting hurt, and he's also their guitarist, Steven. Getting hurt, suffering really bad back injury, having to go see the doctors and getting cared for it, and having to advocate for himself and wishing that he's not in pain and wishing that the doctors would take him more seriously. Anybody who's had to, kind of deal with the medical system, you know how that is. I myself am still waiting over 5 years now for, surgery. So we're going to get there. It's going to happen. I'm excited. But yeah, sometimes we do have to advocate ourselves. I like how the song's actually done. You kind of hear that ambulance, the way they do the guitar. It's almost like an ambulance is running in the back. Kind of made me think, not so much of our Sound the Alarm, but just that woo woo. I loved it. If you want to go check out their stuff, they're on Bandcamp. Our link is below. Make sure you go check it out. Grab a copy. Laura, who are you spinning this week?
So this week, we actually have a really cool video. It's a band out of Canada, actually, and they're called Hipshot. I get wicked Joan Jett vibes from Marie's voice, and anyone who knows me knows that I love that. I was immediately drawn to them, and actually, she reached out to me, which I thought was really cool. She's like, I really like what you guys are doing with Riot Squad and stuff like that, so of course I checked their stuff out, fell right in love, been spinning it for the last 10-12 days, and they put this video out on March 10th. It is called Forget About It. It's their latest single. Check it out, and we will see you guys soon.
Chocolate! Woo! Chocolate! Fuck yeah!
Chocolate!